am not sure if we've ever had a palmist on the show before, but Spencer Grindal may be the first. Welcome.
A first?
I think so. Now, I want to talk about some celebrity palms before we get into teaching the audience a little bit.
Yes.
You say Michael Jackson has a lot of webs?
Yes.
What's that mean?
Michael Jackson has a very fine-lined webbing on certain parts of his palm, which make this great sensitivity that he has. And he's not faking this sensitivity, which makes him run around with these masks on and his different things. He really is extraordinarily high in the way he senses things and the way he feels things. I was at an HBO party. By the way, I meet my celebrities at parties. They don't come to me and ask where to buy their stock. They come to me at parties and things like that where I'm dressed up in this goofy outfit, and I get to, then they go, geez, you're kind of decent. In fact, you're kind of good. But Michael was at an HBO special, and he was really incredibly nice, and he had this wonderful shaped hand, and it has so much passion in it, and it all goes through this.
How'd you meet Madonna?
At a party, and Madonna was not the easiest.
Were you wearing the goofy outfit?
Yes, yes.
I'm disappointed we didn't get the goofy outfit.
I have it in the back, you know, I bring it everywhere. I'm always
So what's her palm say?
Well, now let me explain, first of all, at the party, Madonna is like Queen Tut, all right? She is not like a normal human. She walks in like, you're very nice, and you came in the green room and nice to us, and treated us nice. Madonna comes in, and she's like, it's her party. I was purchased by an agent, sent by an agent. I'm there simply because I'm highly rated on the party circuit. Now, there she is, and I finally get my chance. I grab her hand, I'm looking at this hand, and I'm starting to talk to her, and she says, oh, there you are, darling! Whoosh, and that's all I got to see of her. But the little bit I got to see was very revealing. Because she has a very dominant finger of what we call Jupiter. That's the palmist talk for the index finger. And hers is so long, it goes up and challenges her finger of Saturn. So imagine if that were it, I'm now Madonna.
Oh,
and this means she is a girl in complete control of her environment. If she doesn't like anything about her environment, it's changed. That's hands down.
What about Leno, who you say has deep lines?
Two things. Leno has very deep lines that gives him a lot of energy. You know, hey, what about Brown? You know, this kind of thing.
He only sleeps like 4 hours a night, or sometimes less.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
He is a doll.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
He's very generous. Is that on his palm?
Yes, that's on his palm. But the other thing is, you know where he gets his charisma? He has these very highly developed third phalanges right in here. And he has this charisma. Well, he's a little more, you know, it's a little different. But the point of it is that Leno has a lot of clear energy going through him. So, you know, if things happen to him, he doesn't get mad and resentful. He acts kind of like a human, you know?
Oh, amazing.
Well, he doesn't get revengeful. He's going to have to kill people and stuff. And stuff.
Did you ever read O.J.'s palm?
Yes, I read O.J.'s palm at a party in Brentwood.
Yes.
And Brentwood with Amaj Rashad. They were there together, buddies, football buddies. And O.J. has a hand. You cannot believe how strong he is. And he has this really well-developed mount of Venus, which when you meet professional athletes like Rosie Gear and people like that, big mount right here. It shows those. And tennis players, all these people have very big, and O.J. had an incredible thing. But the one thing that worried me...
What does that mean, though?
Oh, incredible energy.
Okay, and the one thing that worried you?
Is that from his line of heart, there was an anger line that went down into his line of life. And that's what I think is very indicative of this temper that he had, because he had a very distinct anger line. He didn't have just a kind of an anger line. He had an anger.
Show me where the anger line is. So you guys watch your monitors and you can see where it is on your hand.
You may not have one, Leeza.
If you had an anger line, you certainly learned how to make yourself very diplomatic. See how her fingers are both very even? Look at your fingers for a minute and see if your fingers are even. Now, how many of you have an index finger that's longer than your ring finger? Raise your hand. You are all Jupiterians, you are logical, you're decisive, and you push. All of those who have the ring finger longer, all right, you are Apollonians, you worship style, and you try to seduce people as your style. When you have it like this, I have a great job for you. I have a wonderful career. Now, this woman is very diplomatic. Now, you do have a slight little line, but this is nothing. This just means that when you were in high school or something, you know, you might have really thrown a full house burner, but
full tilt diva?
Yeah, but it's not like you know, you have this big arching thing. Now that line, if you're looking for it, would be a line that goes from the line of heart, which is the line of heart goes across the top of your...
show them.
Oh, because they're on
the line of heart.
This is what a nice romantic heart line. This woman is very romantic.
Very.
The more curved your heart line is, the more romantic. The straighter it is, the more logical and testing you are.
Then let me tell you in my most romantic voice that we got to go to commercial. There's some people that want to ask you some things during the commercial break.
Okay.
So you can bond with the audience while we're doing some stuff. And then we want to put... Spencer has said that he was going to read some palms out here in the audience, so he has his magnifying glass.
Now, she's got the connection.